This is the entrance into the Kilauea Lighthouse. It's of course a popular tourist attraction. And earlier we had a line of cars ready to go in as soon as the gate opened. Unfortunately, it's a little windy today. Or maybe I should say it's a lot windy. The last few days have been crazy with strong winds. But you can't complain about this beautiful view. Let me go to the corner. And the ocean is wild. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but we had a storm passing by, so the last 3 or 4 days have been completely messed up with a lot of rain and strong winds. But let's give it a shot. This is the parking, and you are looking at the viewing point, and these trees sometimes are full, and you might see white spots. That's the red-footed booby. Yeah, that's the name, and they are everywhere. But I did not make a reservation, so they asked me to stay only 30 minutes. And I need to use that time well. And I hope the wind will not kill what I'm trying to do today. And of course, there is a nice visitor center where you can learn about animals and birds and things like that. They also told me that you are not allowed to eat anything outside the car. Wow, look at the waves. And I think the bad weather will continue for another few days. Okay, let's take a look at the incoming waves. I will let the camera roll for a few seconds. And there you have it, the famous Kilauea Lighthouse, built on the northern tip of Kaua'i. It is literally a tip. We have the ocean on this side, and I just look over to the other side, and the ocean is on that side too. And if you continue, you will be right next to the Napali coast, the famous northern Kaua'i coast. And if you are lucky, you might be able to see the Laysan albatross. That's a nice bird. That's a beauty. And I'm surprised there is no wind at the tip. Maybe I'm protected by this little ridge. That's a possibility. And it looks brand new to me. It's like brand new. And when they built it, because of the trade winds, this is the wild side. So they had to come in with boats because in 1913 they had no roads. And they anchored up just below this point, and they brought in all the stuff they needed using a little crane. And according to the reading I did, the crane is still down by the water, I'm guessing. Above the door you can see the year, the building year. They say 1913. And I also read there is a basement under this lighthouse, because when they built it they needed to find stable ground, and that's the reason they had to dig down 11 feet in order to make this stable. And of course, this is the northernmost piece of land in Kaua'i, and everybody wants to be out there taking pictures. And you can enjoy this beautiful island from this spot. But today is not the day you like to go out and do swimming, I can tell you that, because it is rough, and it will be rough for the rest of this week. But it's a nice place, and if you happen to be in Kaua'i, you just need to see this lighthouse. It's a great experience. It's $10 to go inside. And it's worth it. This is where you can learn about wildlife and when they built it and many other things. And this is the basement we talked about. And I guess the equipment or the building material came in on this ship. That's interesting. And they had to lift all the building material onto land from the ship. So it's definitely an interesting project to build a lighthouse. These bricks are full of names. I assume at some point people donated money, or maybe they just show support for a building like this. This one is saying happy birthday, mother. Okay. So I don't know the reason for putting these down, but it adds to the experience That's for sure. And I think we have seen everything there is to see except that crane, but I don't have the time. They asked me to be fairly quick without that reservation. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick visit to the Kilauea Lighthouse.